Hi YouTubers, it's Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone. And let me show you what I just got here from MidwayUSA. I don't normally do openings, but thought you'd be able to see exactly what we get here as we open the box. It says here, Rotary Tumbler, made by Frankford Arsenal. And what it is it's wet tumbling for cleaning and polishing our brass cases. So YouTubers, this is the Frankford Arsenal wet tumbler for doing the cartridge cases, polishing and cleaning using the stainless steel media, which by the way 5 pounds of it is included in this box. Now you know there are other rotary tumblers for wet tumbling, such as the Tumbler's tumbler or Tumbler's tumbler, however you pronounce that, and that one is about the same price, doesn't include the media, and it also doesn't have the capacity. But much less expensive is the Harbor Freight wet tumbler, but that one has a very tiny little drum, and you only do about 5 pounds of brass casings at a time. So I don't like that because I'm more of a volume shooter, and I like to do lots of brass cases at once. So that's why now when this is now available, I had to give this a try. So let's see what we got in here. Kind of a box inside a box, so we keep on opening boxes. These are handy case cutters, by the way. I like these for doing jobs that would dull other knives. Got these lying all over the place. So, here's the drum. Look at this thing, it's massive. And that's what I like. Massive, volume, lots, big jobs, getting a lot done at once. So when I get done doing 2 or 3 hours of tumbling, I got a lot of cases done. Now these things seal, and here is the bag of stainless steel pins to do the actual cleaning. Aha! There's a hole in the bag. There it is. There's a hole in the bag, so be careful if you get one of these. Don't just dump your pins all over the floor like I just did. That's okay, we won't lose any of those. And they have some straining ends for it, for later on dumping the water out. Nice instruction manual. We'll read that when we get around to it. And here's the unit. Now looking at this, it looks like it's pretty well self-contained. It's sealed. Doesn't have a lot of places for stainless steel pins to fall into. There are a couple though. Now the bottom is ventilated for heat control, so the bottom is not sealed, but the top pretty much is. Pretty well self-contained. So here's the drive. It's a 2-wheel drive. These are free spinning, kind of like your front wheels. No disc brakes, that's okay. Now it's got a timer in front, and that'll go for 3 hours, up to 3 hours, which kind of tends to let me believe that 3 hours is probably the most heavy job you're going to have will take 3 hours to do. lighter jobs probably run for 2 hours. But that's it, the rest of the box is empty. However, I also got this. And this is the transfer magnet. So guess what I'm going to do with this? Very first thing, see if we can get some use out of this thing right away. Aha! Made in China. Oh well. That's okay, we can't have everything made here, right? Pretty handy. So you pick up the stainless steel pins, which, by the way, I always thought stainless steel was not magnetic, but I guess some stainless steel is. That's okay. So what you do is you go ahead and pick up the media, and then you pull this up, and that ejects the media. Well, let's go ahead and see how this works right away. Because as you know, we spilled some stainless steel pins. So can you see the stainless steel pins we picked up there? Now we'll go like this in the container. Aha! You know what? That works pretty well. Ha! Liking it already. In fact, YouTubers, there was more stainless steel pins in the bottom of the box. You know how I got underneath the flaps here? So let's not lose any of those. We'll just use our nice case cutter and open up this side of the box. And get all those stainless steel pins onto the floor. And by the way, yeah, I'm going to use this in the archery target. We'll just pack that inside to stop arrows with. So we'll save all that cardboard. And now I get the fun of using that magnet again. Got them all. Now we're not going to mess around. I'm going to go ahead and use my case cutter, open this up, and dump the rest of them in here. YouTubers, there's a second bag of stainless steel pins in there, so they give you a lot of value. There's must be 2.5 pounds of stainless steel pins in each one of these bags. So here's a second bag. I'll open that one up also. So how considerate of Frankford Arsenal to give us 2 bags, because the second bag I could put some into this jug cap to show you a close-up of those stainless steel pins. So know this, you can't use regular staples from Staples to do your cleaning. Not made out of stainless steel, so those won't last, but these are stainless steel. They should last forever. So I'll just go ahead and put those inside this jug. Now Frankford Arsenal also included a bag of this Easy Sonic brass cleaning solution. And apparently you use 1 to 40 parts of water to clean brass with this. But as you know, a common way that this wet tumbling is done is use Dawn dishwashing liquid. And I asked my wife to get me some lemon shine, and she knows how I am, that because I'm a volume kind of guy, I'm going to go with lots of lemon shine, right? So she got me 4. I only asked her to get me 1. So she says, this will last you. Gotta love that gal, Jan. So I'm going to clean up the kitchen, get this cardboard into our next archery target. And then I've got everything I need to do my first load. Look at this big, huge drum. Love that. So all the Harbor Freight guys, you can probably put about 3 loads of your, or or maybe even 4 loads of your Harbor Freight little tumbler jug. Put the contents in here 4 times over. And I'm going to go ahead and get my first batch going. We'll move this over to my reloading room and we'll go from there. Got everything we need.